I was pretty blown away by how much we were able to do at such close proximity. But I'll tell you, you know, it definitely helps you kick up some dust when you know what you're running away from. John brought everything. John is the primal force behind Iron Man. He's easily half the character. He's infused himself into every department. I won't say he's a gentle giant because he's very formidable, but he is the most composed person in a position of unimaginable stress that I've ever seen. He's so gracious and so evolved.
Robert, you're just such a good actor. You got that? Okay.
That said, he's a pain in my ass. He's checking his goddamn BlackBerry and texting and putting things up on MySpace while I'm out there dying. But he's that kind of big brother, too. You know, it's like he didn't call me out to, you know, pitch for his team and then, like, come and, you know, ice my wrist when it got sore. He's like, you're a grown man. This is going to be really hard. I told you it was. And sometimes I'm 1,000,000% there for you, and sometimes I'm just going to watch you do whatever you're going to do. Because it's not up to me to take care of your feelings. You're a grown man.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I tell you.
It's pretty good.
Working with actors in the military sense, I don't try to make them warriors from the ground up. What I do is I focus in on the skills required to shoot the scene. They are actors, after all. They only need to know how it's done, and then as actors, they will pick up on it.
I started just pushing down, and, you know, these things are firing like 40 rounds a second. And I'm holding it down, but that will make the barrel very high, you know, so you have to do it in bursts. And his whole thought was, die, mother, die, mother. Huge gun. I mean, you feel your teeth shatter afterwards. It's incredible.
Thank you, everybody. Crew of Iron Man, excellent week. Really great week, guys. That is a wrap. What's on here, Coach?
A little windy today. Wasn't like this when we scouted it. We're going to shoot Tony landing in the sand dunes after he escapes from the cave, and then walking through the desert. We got 2 Marine helicopters coming out here. I don't know if we're going to be able to land them.
Here we go. Pictures up.
It was sandstorming and it was kicking up so hard, and I just remember laying there buried waist deep in all this gear.
Roll sound.
And I just remember I was inside the helmet, and I just had this great moment of gratitude to kind of the elements and what a privilege it was to be able to be there playing this guy with the caliber of people I was working with.
Special effects. We got this.
We needed 3 cakes to fit all the candles.
Light it up.
I just said, wow, man, what a cool deal. What a cool suit, what a great crew, what a blast.
Yeah. Come on now.
Tony Stark.
Okay, that's a cut. Yeah, quick. They're clear. Wardrobe is a boot down there. See you on the next location.
We've been out here in the sand dunes. It's been a windstorm. There have been a couple semis slipping over on the highway. The winds were kicking up to about 50 miles per hour. So everybody's making do. We all goggled up, and everybody's been a real trooper, and they're out here working. We've had cranes swinging out of control, and today we're just on sticks because it was just too windy for any equipment more than that.
Terrence is
brutal day, very indicative, honestly, of what the circumstances are like in Afghanistan. So it actually kind of, you know, rang true, I guess, to what things are really like there.
Well, 395, something must have flipped, and they had to send a helicopter for me.
Yeah, how was the ride?
It was incredible. The doors are open. My assistant almost cried.
We brought in a couple HH-60 Pave Hawk helicopters.
Action, Robert!
We're actually, you know, pararescue men and real helicopters and shooters on that, you know, that do that stuff for real, came in and were part of that scene.
When we get out of that helicopter, the first breath you take in is half filled with sand. And your lungs fill up with it immediately. And the cameras are on you, and we've got 10 minutes to get this whole shot. And you've got to run across the desert. Now, if anybody's ever ran in the sand on the beach, they know how hard that is. Now imagine running up a sand dune with your lungs half filled with sand.
The second day, when Raza recovers the suit, the winds were so violent that we couldn't really use any equipment. And Lou Desposito, our executive producer, was like, you know, let's go to a recover set, as you would if it rained. I felt that all of that wind, that heavy wind, was a very haunting image, and so we put goggles on all the bad guys and wrapped them with scarves so that, you know, to help protect the performers, and also that's really what they would wear, and we just let it play. And as a result, it has such a great visual quality that if you wrote that into a script, you could never really achieve that. You can't put enough Ritter fans in there to make that kind of wind. But when it really lands there in your lap, I think as a director, you have to take advantage of those opportunities.
Time for Iron Man to get out of Dodge.
This walk of destruction, what is it like being inside that suit, shooting flames with the armor on? How does it feel?
It's an awesome feeling. It feels powerful. You're just burning stuff, nothing. You almost have a false sense of security because you really feel super protected by the suit in the way that the boys over at Stan Winston designed it. I can move pretty well in it for as much as it weighs, and the special effects guys rigged me up, just making me look like a bloody stud so I can flow out some flames, and yeah, it's an awesome feeling.
Take a couple of hits, and then, like
you know what? It's history. This one I'm doing for my kids. They're gonna watch this and go, "That's you, Dad?" I'm just like, dude. Hi, Taylor. Hi, Tristan. Hi, Mom. Awesome. I love this. Just from wear and tear, we got a little tear in one of the lines and it spit fuel, which being under pressure kept spraying on my legs, and I ignited. And I kind of felt, well, that feels a little hot. Maybe not. Yep, it's hot. It was, you know, an unfortunate thing, but Keith Boulard and Tommy Harper had all the boys set out to take care of me. They put me out.